It is Thursday, November 26, 2020, and you are tuned into DIRTRACKR Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. Happy Thanksgiving. Today on the show, we've got details on the big money on the line at Eldora for the Kings Royal next season. The World of Outlaws released their 2021 schedule. Brock Zearfoss is headed out on the road, and there's news from iRacing. But first, this episode is brought to you by Blood Lubricants. Blood carries a high-performance line of synthetic racing oils, and they've got you covered for all sorts of dirt racing applications. Engine oils, gear oils, suspension fluid, cleaning products, you name it, they've got it. For those racers that are looking to start putting their 2021 schedules together and are looking for partners, check out Blood's Racer Support Program. They offer discounts on products plus free swag, and they support hundreds of racers across many divisions throughout the country. They are currently accepting applications for the 2021 season right now. To check out the support program, find out more information, or to buy, visit bloodlubricants.com. That's BLUD lubricants.com. If you'd like to receive 25% off most products, use code DIRT at checkout. That's DIRT, all caps, at checkout. I was debating about whether to even do a show today, being as how it is Thanksgiving, but there was so much news that dropped yesterday that I kind of just almost didn't have a choice because there's just so much stuff to talk about. So let's start out with the big money news first. In 2021, Eldora Speedway has announced not one Kings Royal, but two Kings Royals. On Wednesday, July 14th, World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series competitors will take part in the 10,000 to win Joker's Wild, followed Thursday by the 38th running of the 175,000 to win Kings Royal. So that's one. So through two nights, $185,000 on the line, 10,000 Wednesday, 175,000 on Thursday. Then Friday, competitors will race for another 10,000 to win with the night before the Kings Royal. And then things get really crazy on Saturday with the track taking the rescheduled 37th Kings Royal from 2020 that was supposed to run this year that we didn't get. And they're going to run it on the fourth night to close out the weekend with yet another $175,000 on the line. So over a 4-day stretch, Eldora will pay out $370,000 just to winners of the 4 nights. So Wednesday, 10,000 to win Joker's Wild. Thursday, 175,000 to win 38th Kings Royal. Friday, night before the Kings Royal, 10,000 to win. Saturday, 37th Kings Royal, paying $175,000 to win. A total of $800,000 will be paid out in total purse for the race nights. So you wanted more high-paying dirt shows next season, and Eldora is certainly delivering. As part of the announcement, the track and series have signed a new multi-year sanction agreement that also includes the Outlaws racing at Eldora in May for the Let's Race 2 weekend, and again in September on the opening night of the Four Crowns. So again, a bunch of opportunities to see the Outlaws at Eldora in 2021. It was a tough year for the Ohio racetrack. They had very, very few races that happened over the course of the season, but Tony Stewart and Roger Slack are definitely hitting back hard for 2021 with some serious money on the line. For more information about the announcement, check out EldoraSpeedway.com. On the heels of Eldora's big news, the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series then rolled out their 2021 schedule that features more than 90 nights across 27 states. The season will kick off February 5th through the 7th with Dirt Car Nationals at Volusia Speedway Park, very traditional, and again close out November 4th through the 6th at the Dirt Track at Charlotte for World Finals. In between are plenty of traditional stops, fan favorites, and some new racetracks. In 2020, the series had a big break following Dirt Car Nationals, but not this year. Following Florida, the series will race its way west, then with stops in Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas before the traditional spring West Coast swing jumps off March 4th at the Dirt Track at Las Vegas. New tracks on the schedule next year include Magnolia Motor Speedway, Revolution Park Speedway, Vado Speedway Park, and the revamped I-70 Speedway. The schedule also brings back past Outlaw stops at Dixie Speedway, Talladega Short Track, and Sharon Speedway in Ohio. All of your favorite Crown Jewel events are back to Jackson Nationals, the Month of Money, National Open, Knoxville National. I mean, everything is back. There are still 7 TBAs on the schedule as well, so we'll certainly keep an eye out for announcement on those dates in the future. If you'd like to see the full schedule, visit worldofoutlaws.com. Looking over the schedule, 2021 will hopefully be a fantastic year of racing for the Outlaws and a return to some normalcy. I know there are always some fans and tracks that are disappointed with not being included on the schedule, and that's always the case for any major racing series. If you look at the reactions to the World of Outlaws schedule releases, Lucas, the All-Stars, anytime that a series releases schedules, there's always going to be people upset about tracks that were left off. But I think it's important to keep in mind just how difficult these schedules are to put together. a lot of factors go into which dates make it onto schedules, which tracks make it onto schedules. And I think it's important to keep that in mind. There's so many factors, there's so many people to keep in mind. Organizers are always trying to work out what's best for competitors, tracks, fans, sponsors, other stakeholders. So remember that, that there will always be certain tracks that are going to be stalwarts on the schedule. In the case of the Outlaws, it's Williams Grove, it's Eldora, it's Knoxville. Those certain tracks you're just always going to see on the schedule every year, and others are going to rotate in and out. Some every other year, some every couple of years. Maybe because your favorite track didn't get a date this year, maybe they'll get it next year, maybe they'll get it in the coming years. It's a way for them to always, have a fresh schedule, have fresh racetracks, and try to bring outlaw racing to more places. So, difficult thing to do to put those schedules together. Just wanted you to have, an idea of what all goes into that. These series work on these schedules for months in advance. It's almost a year-round process at this point, getting things ready for the next year. So either way, let's hope things calm down and we actually get to see this schedule happen in 2021. Speaking of the Outlaws, the series also announced the addition of a new full-time driver for next year. Brock Zearfoss, after years racing in Pennsylvania and doing some traveling with the All-Stars, will go on the road next year full-time, chasing the full World of Outlaws schedule. He'll be doing it behind the wheel of his own 3Z sprint car. Zearfoss has one Outlaw win in his career at Williams Grove in 2017, and he's won 4 All-Star races to date. In 19 Outlaw starts in 2020, Zearfoss had 3 top 5s and 5 top 10s with a best finish of 5th, which he did 3 times. And he also had 1 win, 5 top 5s, and 14 top 10s in 30 starts with the All-Stars in 2020 as well. Next year, it's going to be a strong year for full-time Outlaw drivers. Brad Sweet, Logan Schuchart, Donnie Schatz, David Gravel, Sheldon Hodenshield, Carson Macedo, Jacob Allen, Aaron Reitzel, Mason Daniel, Craig Kinzer, Wayne Johnson, Jason Sides, all expected to be part of that group. Now you add Zearfoss. You're going to have some guys in different cars. We talked about Gravel going to Big Game Motorsports. We've talked about Carson Macedo going to the 41. We've talked about Aaron Reitzel headed to Roth. So you're going to see some names and some faces in some different seats from next year, but will be a very, very strong group of Outlaw drivers racing for the championship this year. And obviously we've seen tight battles here the last couple of seasons with those guys, so should be another fun season. We'll keep you abreast of any more Outlaw news in the coming weeks. If you're an iRacing fan, there was some fun news for dirt racers on a few fronts yesterday. First, iRacing announced that in the upcoming season, the platform has added big block modifieds and 358 modifieds to the offerings of dirt cars available to race. It's been an addition a lot of folks have been asking for. They also recently added Weed Sports Speedway, so some more Northeast content there creeping in for the iRacers. I'd like to see a video of the modifieds on our iRacing. Check out the iRacing social media accounts. Also yesterday, DIRTRACKR Esports announced Season 2 of competition, which will be split between 2 leagues, the DIRTRACKR Esports Tour and the Street Stock League. Racing starts December 2nd and will run every Wednesday night. Fans can watch live on Dirt Vision. Cash prizes are on the line for racers and the championship. To see the full schedule and to register as a racer, you can do that at dirtcar.com/esports. If you're looking for some dirt racing to watch today, like I mentioned yesterday, don't forget the Turkey Night Marathon happening over at Flow Racing. The shows start running at 2 p.m. Eastern and run through the remainder of the day. Other than that, that's it for the show today. Hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. Hope you get a chance to spend some time with some family. Hopefully everybody's staying safe. And obviously we'll be back tomorrow with a new show. You can find DIRTRACKR Daily on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or where you get podcasts. Please subscribe and leave a review. You can also watch the show every day on YouTube and Facebook. You can email the show at info@dirtrackr.com, and you can follow along at facebook.com/dirttracker, twitter.com/dirttracker, and the website itself, dirttracker.com. Follow me personally on Twitter at Justin_Fiedler. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you tomorrow for more DIRTRACKR Daily.